Hey, what is going on, guys? In today's video, I want to have a conversation with you about double pump in Fortnite projects. We'll specifically look at EZFN as it currently exists there, but other projects I know have done this in the past and they continue to want to do it in the future, so I think this is applicable to quite widely, more than just EZFN itself. Now, while I do think double pump can be a really fun mechanic and also fixes a lot of problems, I think the implementation of double pump is done quite poorly in a lot of these projects, which is just creating more issues that it's solving. And with that, let's get into the advantages of double pump. Now, I think double pump is a really fun combo to use, but historically double pump wasn't the only combo you could use. Well, yes, in historical Fortnite, like the very early days, like season 1 and 2, double pump is basically mandatory once you figure out how to use it because it's so incredibly fast. By late season 3, season 4, it's really not mandatory anymore. It's still a very strong option, but it was balanced because its draw speed of the pump shotgun was so slow. It was just under 600 milliseconds during that time, and what that meant is that while double pump was still a very good option, it wasn't required. You could run pump heavy, double heavy, pump tack. All those were also viable because those are faster combos that you could fire much quicker. You even saw this in Project Era Season 4, where, yes, double pump was very strong, and you might argue it was the best combo. Sure, but it wasn't the only option by any means. Now, this really opened up the meta because it allowed you to run double pump if you wanted to, but because it was so slow, if you wanted a faster combo like pump tack, you could also run that. If you wanted to run pump SMG, you could also run that. It just makes the meta really interesting because it gives you a strong option, but it's not mandatory, which I think is a great thing for the game to open up options in the meta. And the second massive advantage I think of having double pump is you are inherently removing the shotgun delay. And having a shotgun delay with one shotgun causes so many problems for the tactical shotgun. Because if you shoot, build a wall, shoot, your rate of fire is massively limited. And I've been saying this since Project Era Season 5. It just makes the tac inherently not great because you're just going to be constantly rate of fire limited that you might as well run the pump. Because when you build, you shoot almost as fast as the pump because the tac is so limited and you do way more damage. Getting rid of the shotgun delay makes running a single tac shotgun much more usable. Now, while I do think that double pump can be really fun and a really interesting addition to the meta, I think the implementation is done pretty poorly, to be honest. Because what they're doing is they're just flat out removing the shotgun delay without adjusting the draw speed. What that means is you're leaving the pump with the about 450 millisecond draw speed with the standard green and blue pump, and it's about a third of a second with the spaz. It's absolutely ridiculous how fast they fire. It creates two issues. One, you can clip people out with a double shot way too quickly because you're able to fire one shot for 100, switch in like half a second or even less of the spaz, and fire again, and you can just delete people far too fast. And number two, it creates this awkward delay, as I'm going to show you here, because in Season 4 Era, which had the historical slow draw speed, you could continuously fire the pump shotgun, and every shot would ring out at about the same rate. But with this double pump without the draw speed adjustment, it's like a 1-2, and then there's a delay, and then a 1-2. Let me show you the clip. On the left is EZFN double pump. On the right is historical era double pump. Now, as you see there, EZFN double pump is able to fire the second shot much faster, but the third shot comes at almost the same time because you're going to be delayed because you'll fire your first two shots too quickly, you go back to your first shotgun, and then you're going to have to wait for its rate of fire to fire again. Because you can't, even though you can switch between two guns to fire faster, you can't fire one gun any quicker than its own rate of fire. This awkward hidden delay is just very annoying and unnecessary, and it's simply because you made the draw speed too quick. And this is a serious problem because it means that double pump is basically mandatory in EZFN. You can't run pump tack. Pump tack makes no sense because pump tack, to fire the second shot with the tack actually takes longer than to fire the second shot with another pump. So there's really no reason to run pump tack. Pump SMG, honestly, not a ton of reason to use that either. Because with the double pump, you can just clip people out so easily, it's honestly ridiculous. So my simple proposal to fix this problem is to just bring the pump and the spaz draw speed back to Season 4 levels. So just under 600 milliseconds. That will make the situation much more fair because you'll get rid of the hidden delay. You will no longer, I don't think, have to run double pump. It really opens up more meta options while still keeping double pump in the game for those who want to use it, because I admit it is really fun. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.